All right. So welcome everyone. So today we'll be looking at understanding computer. Yesterday we looked at the introductory part of tech for things and understanding the history of computer, how it all started, and understanding what technology really is. So after understanding what technology is, today we'll be moving to you understanding what computer is, right? And I know many of you want to code, you want to design, you want to talk to the machine, program it, and do many things that you want to do. But before you start to code like a professional, you need to know the machine you are talking to. You need to know the system you are relating with, right? So today we are going to go to the inside of the computer, right? I would say the world of computers and learning how they think, how they work, and how they talk back to us. So we want to see how the computers are learning, right? And want to also learn how they think, how they work, and how they also talk back to us, right? So let's dive in into what is in it for us. So, after understanding what computer is and today's work, today's mission, what I want us to accomplish today, or what we look towards to accomplish by the end of this session, is that you know the different types of computer that we have, right? You are able to tell the difference between what hardware is and what software is. You're able to recognize input and output devices, right? And you understand the difference between storage and memory, and you are able to explain what an operating system does in a computer. All right. So these are types of computer. We have, some of you might be familiar with these in your computer science class. We have the supercomputer, we have the mainframes computer, we have the personal computers, and we have the mobile devices, right? So the supercomputers are, speed monsters in a sense, and they are used in scientific research. They are used in big companies. Is a super fast computer, right? Then we have the mainframes computer. This type of computer handle massive amount of data, and this type of computer are used in banks, in big companies, so as to accommodate the data of all of their users. Then we have personal computers. Personal computers are what you have at home, your desktop, your laptop, what you use for your everyday in and out activity. Then you have your mobile device. Some of you are going to be watching this video, or you're watching this video right now, right, with your mobile phone, your smartphone, your tablet that you can easily put in your pocket or easily put in your bag, right? So these are types of computer that exist. We have the supercomputers, which has the highest speed. We have the mainframe that handles large amount of data. Then we have personal computers, which is your desktop, your laptops, and devices that you use for your everyday in and out activity. Then we have the smartphones or your tablets that can, fit into your pocket. So, um, this part of the computer, we have the hardware and the software. So, I want you to think about it like this: the hardware is your body, your hand, your foot, your ear, your nose, your mouth, everything you can see, your body, the way your body looks like. And the software is your brain. Your brain tells your body what to do. If something is too hot, your brain will tell your body that, oh, don't put your hand there. If there's a trap somewhere, your brain will tell your leg, don't go there, right? Stay where you are. So the hardware is like your body that does the activity, and the software is like your brain telling your body what to do. So the hardwares are things that you can touch, like keyboard, monitor, right, and your CPU. Just like it is here. I want to try and magnify this. So just like your keyboard, your mouse, your printer, your speaker, your microphone, these are hardware, right? Then you have the software, which can be your operating system, Android, Apple. You have your HTML, you have your Office, Word, Excel, then Microsoft Outlook. So hardware are things that you can touch, you can relate with, while software are things that you can't touch. They are programs. In their programs and apps that runs on the hardware. So you can touch the hardware, but the software are inside the hardware. So the hardware cannot do without the software, and at the same time, the software cannot do without the hardware. So they both work hand in hand, and this is why your computer can work seamlessly. All right. So we have also have the input and output devices, right? So the input devices are devices that allows you to send information to your computer. They allow you to tell your computer what to do, right? Like the keyboard, like the mouse, your scanner, your microphone, right? You are able to send with your keyboard, you are able to type into your computer. With your mouse, you are able to move your cursor and move anywhere within the computer. Right? With your scanner, you are able to say, okay, I have the this thing in my hand. I want my computer to scan it and reflect the same thing. With your microphone, you are able to talk outside, and your computer is able to, capture your voice and store it in the computer, right? So input devices allow you to send information into the computer. Then we also have the output devices. Output devices are devices that let your computer send information to you. So input allows you to send information to your computer. Output allows you to send your allows your computer to send information back to you, like your monitor. The screen you are looking at now is an output device, right? Your printer, your speaker, the output devices. So you can see in here the input devices. You have the keyboard, you have the joystick, you have the barcode reader. Some of you, when you go to malls, these are things that they use to read the prices from the goods you buy. Then we have the scanner, we have the mouse, and many more that are the input devices. Then we have the output. The output devices are monitor, right? We have printer, we have speaker, we have headphone, right? So these are output devices, things that can bring information from the computer to you, who is the user, right? So the computer is like you having a conversation. The computer is like you talking to somebody, right? So let's say you are talking to your friend, you speak to your friend, that's input to you. Your friend is hearing what you are saying. So you are telling your friend something, and when your friend is talking back to you, that's like output. So you are speaking to it and it's speaking back to you. So speaking to it is input, and speaking back to you is output. All right. So I hope you got the difference between input and output devices. All right. So we also have storage and memory. And storage and memory are where your data, that's where they live, that's where they work, where they do the work in real time, where they do everything that they need to do at every particular time, right? But there is a little different. I know you might want to convert storage to memory and all like that, but let me just break it down. So storage, um all right. So don't confuse storage and memory together. Storage and memory are where your data lives, where they, do what they need to do in the real time. So there are differences between them, and I'll just speak one, right? And storage um are like your hard disk drive, your flash drive, your solid state drive, that is SSD. Right? We have HDD, which is your hard disk drive, right? And the storage stores your files for a long time, right? It can be in your house for 10 years, for 15 years. They store your files, they store your work, your data for a long time. So that's what storage is. Storage are devices that stores your files, your data for a long time. Then we have memories, right? Memory, and that's RAM, means random access memory, and is a temporary space for things you are working on right now, just like the way you're watching this video, right? You're watching it with the RAM of your phone or of your device, any of the devices that you're using to watch it. So it's a temporary space that is created to do what you are doing right now, right? Then we also have unit for both memory and storage. We have KB, right? When you see KB, when we're talking about storage or memory, it means kilobytes, right? When you see MB, right? Many of you will be familiar with MB, KB, and GB, right? So when you see MB, it means megabytes. Maybe you want to buy data, maybe you want to buy storage or whatever, right? MB means megabyte, then GB means gigabyte, then TB means terabyte. KB, which is kilobyte, is the smallest, then followed by MB, then followed by GB, right? Then followed by TB. So the units are kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, and terabyte. Okay. So, and it is, tip for you operating your computer or when you want to buy your device. The more the RAM, the smoother performance you will be able to get for multitasking, doing many things at the same time. So the person that has 8 gig RAM and the person that has 16 gig RAM, right? The person that has 16 gig RAM can do more things at the same time than the person that has 8 gig RAM. So that's why many people prefer to go for things that have higher memory, right? So that you'll be able to do many things, you'll be able to multitask and maximize your device, all right? So here we have the operating systems, and this is the boss of everything. This is the one that controls everything on your device. Whatever you see, whatever you relate with, whatever it is, right? Your operating systems controls everything in your device or on your device, right? Then we have the types of operating system. We have Windows, right? We have Mac OS, we have Linux, we have Android, we have iOS. All right. We have Windows, we have Mac OS, we have Linux, we have Android, and we have iOS. So Windows is what I'm using presently on my system, right? Mac OS is the operating system. That's Apple's operating system, right? For desktop, for laptop, right? And Linux is an operating system mostly used by developers, right? Because of easy navigation and proficiency to do what they need to do. And Android is what most people are familiar with your phone. Most of the devices, smartphones are Android, right? Then iOS is the operating system that the Apple smartphone uses. All right. So don't forget we have operating systems. An operating system is the boss, is the controller of everything you can do on your device. That is why Android is different from iPhone, right? Because the operating system are different. So types of operating system, we have Windows, we have Mac operating system. That's why it says OS, right? we have Linux, we have um, Android, we have iOS. So operating systems can also be referred to as OS. So if you don't see operating system, you see OS. They are still referring to the same thing. So functions of OS. The function of OS is that it gives to you what the user interface looks like, how it will look, how if you've related with Android phone and iPhone before, the OS it was what says that the Android interface should be different from what an iPhone interface looks like. We know that they are not the same thing. So it's because of the OS. Then file management, how they store it, where they store it to. Then OS also gives the functionality of security, right? Then also what kind of program, what kind of software that they can run and how efficient they can run it. So without an operating system, your computer is just a box. Many of you have gone to a place where they repair phone before, right? There's no battery, there's nothing there. There's even though the phone is expensive, there's nothing you can do with it. All right. So that's the same thing like for OS. If you have a system, it's working, there's battery, there's light, but without operating system, your system or your phone, your device is just a box that you can just fling because it cannot function without the operating system. All right. Then this is towards the tail end of today's class. So these are things I expect that you should have known in today's class, and by now you should understand that computers come in many forms, right? From supercomputer to mainframe computer to your personal computer to your smartphone, smart computers, that's your smartphones, right? And I said that from massive supercomputer used by scientists, right, to the smartphones that you can put in your pocket. So I expect that if you have watched this video thoroughly and you've taken your notes, you should know that there is hardware and software, and the both of them works hand in hand. The hardware cannot work without the software cannot work without the hardware, right? So without one, the other is useless. I expect that in this class you already know what input devices are and what output devices are. Input devices helps you to communicate with the computer, while output devices let the computer communicate with you. So don't forget the example I gave. Output, right, is like you talking to your friend, and input is like your friend talking to you so that you can. Input is you talking to your friend, right? So your friend is hearing what you are saying and is entering into your friend. Output is your friend talking to you, so it's coming back from your friend to you. Do you get? So input, you tell the computer what to do. Output, the computer is showing you what to do. Do you get? And input device helps you to communicate with the computer, while output devices let the computer communicate with you. Then we have storage. Storage keeps your data safe for the long term. Don't forget, I said there is difference between storage and memory. Difference basically is that storage keeps your data for a long time, right? While memory, which is random access memory, RAM, helps your computer to think fast in the moment. So if you are working on something, RAM helps your computer to do it very quick at the moment based on what you are doing at that present time. Then the operating system, which I said is the boss of everything, right? The operating system is the master controller. It runs the program, it manages the files, it connects you to your machine, right? Without your operating system, you'll not be able to relate with your machine. You want to be able to do anything on your machine, all right? So we have a bright future, and we can all do this together. So your assignment and your task for today, week 2 of our Tech for Teens, all right, is that you watch today's video on YouTube, right? Like it, comment about it, and share your aha moment, right? Share what amazed you, share what you've learned, right? There's something new that you come to learn. Then complete the quiz, which is going to be in the description of this video, or you find it on the community WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever channel that we're using. So watch the video, like, comment, and share. It's part of your assessment, right? Then complete the week 2, day 2 quiz via the link that is shared in the description and also will be shared in your um, in the community, right? Tech is a language, and today you've learned the alphabet. The alphabets are the basic block that bring about the complex things, the OS, the input and output, right? And I hope you have a great time. See you in the next class.